Okay, welcome everybody. Me and Sami Abusad are smiling on the outside, but we are crying on the inside because that Elon Musk, he really did a number on us. Sammy's been a bull on Tesla for a while, so have I. Tesla's falling apart, and we need to talk about it because we've been bragging about Sammy's calls on Tesla for a long time. I've loved the stock, but it's turned into a big mess. So we're bringing Sami on. We're going to get to the bottom of this. We're also going to talk about this big IWM breakout. What's going on with the Qs? Sami had a big trade on HA, which is Hawaiian Airlines, I believe, and we're going to talk a little bit about Abercrombie and Fitch. And most of all, we are going to figure out what is going on in the market. So, Sami, I know you're busy. How are you doing today?
Couldn't be better. Thank you. We played the NVIDIA, Meta, and then the SOXL, which is the semis, and the TQQ off the bottom at 10 o'clock. How about that?
Excellent. Beautiful.
Yes, sir.
That's what I love to hear. So, guys, if you want to learn how Sami does his magic, go to t3live.com/SA. This is the single most unsexy ebook in the history of Wall Street. So if you want to learn how to make money, t3live.com/SA. Again, it's totally free. Okay, so Sami, let's get right into Tesla. So you came out bullish. I think we were actually live in the middle of a broadcast, like under 160. Tesla nearly doubled, hit 271, and it just got destroyed on earnings. So what is going on with Tesla? Is your faith shaken?
A little bit, because it broke the support on the daily. But honestly, Tesla, I'm okay with it as long as the market didn't top for good. I mean, as long as the market is, if you tell me the market is still good, then I'm good with Tesla, because it was already at resistance and I wasn't even too sure about it. I wasn't too sure about the earnings call, whether it was going to go up or down, because it was at weekly resistance. So I hate the fact that it dropped, but I think as long as we say that the market hasn't topped out for good, then I think Tesla will eventually go back up and hopefully make it to the $400 target.
Okay, all right. So let's get into the market. So the big story this month, obviously, is IWM has come back like with a vengeance. Big cap tech's taking a breather. Sami caught the intraday rebound today in the semis and other large cap tech names, but IWM has been just destroying this month. So, Sami, how do you feel about? I would say, yeah, I think maybe it'd be best if you go by the SPYs, the Qs, and IWM, because you normally go over those in the strategic swing trader videos. So how are you viewing, I guess, the big three ETFs right now?
Yeah. So basically, yeah, there you go. So I truly said when we got that gap down that this should be a long-term top, and I expected, and I said the target was going to be the 20 MA on the weekly. Lo and behold, 4 days later, we're already there. I didn't expect it to get down to the 20 on the weekly in 4 days. I mean, after I mentioned that this is going to be a longer term top, but we're already there. These are a couple of big red bars, so I don't think we're going back up anytime soon, but we'll probably attempt to bounce like we just did today. And then eventually maybe okay, because this is a beautiful option that we have on the Qs and the SPY. The SPY is even better. The SPYs didn't even get to the 20 on the weekly. So the SPY and the Qs is the tracking ETF for the top 100 companies in the NASDAQ, have topped out for now probably, but the IWM, I mean, this thing is a thing of beauty. I have 25,000 shares of Ford that I'm scalping right now. So if my eyes are going back and forth between the camera and the level 2 windows, because I have 25,000 shares of Ford that I'm scalping off the level 2. So the IWM broke out for good, I think, and it's confirming right now, because it broke down yesterday, and then today already negated that bearish breakdown. So IWM is the place to be, in my opinion, for the long-term trader. Short-term, you can make money any way you want. I mean, today we got the SOXL off the lows. It's up over $4,000. I mean, I'm not trying to brag, but off the lows. NVIDIA was my worst call because I undersized it. It was quick and I got 250 shares. So it's not up that much. It's up It's up 1700. Meta after, so you can make money trading the small cap, large cap, anything you want when you're day trading and doing short-term trades, swing trades even. But longer term, I think the IWM is the place to be. So that's where I am right now.
Okay, all right. So Tom Lee, who's he's pretty much the name right now, and he actually retweeted a meme that T3 made in his honor. So he has a $300 target on IWM. Is that crazy?
Let me take a look at it. IWM, $300 target. So here's the thing about the IWM is, so here's one thing I'm going to get out of the fort before I get killed. Hold on 1 second.
All right, guys, this is real live trading. Imagine if somebody did this on CNBC. They were actually trading while they were on TV. This is how you know this is the real thing.
Okay, because every penny is $250. So okay, so here's the thing. Where did he come up with $300? Like, people all the time say, well, my target on Bitcoin is 150,000 or 200,000 or a million or 500,000. We hear that all the time, but I'm okay with it as long as you explain how you came up with that number. When I look at the monthly chart of IWM, I only see the prior high. So that's my reference point. That would be 244, the absolute highest. I'm not saying it can't go higher than that. It could go to 300, to 400, to 500. Who knows? Eventually, we don't really know how far it's going to go. But the next reference point is the prior high, and that's in the 200 plus range. I mean, 240. So is 300 logical? I don't know. I don't think so. I think he just picked a nice round number, and I don't like that. I don't respect that. I like rational, reasonable numbers when we're talking about targets. So for me, the next target is going to be the $400 area. I mean, the $240 area, and then we'll see how the IWM responds to the prior high. Does it go through it like a hot knife through butter, or does it actually really struggle to take out the prior high? The way the IWM reacts to resistance will tell us whether we're much higher still, or not that much higher. You see what I mean? So it's all it all always needs to be, the analysis needs to be reasonable, rational, objective, logical. Use any words you want, but that's basically that's my take on the IWM. The next target is the prior high. We'll see how the IWM responds to the resistance, and based on that, I will come up with the next target for it.
Yeah, I think the round numbers thing is a bit odd. It reminds me of politicians. Whenever they want to fight a problem, it's always like 10 billion or 20 billion or 1 billion. It's never, if you had a spreadsheet, what are the chances you would come out exactly on whatever the perfect number? Okay, so Sami, let's talk about this HA, this Hawaiian Airlines. So they had negative deal news. It looks like one of their deals might be blocked, and you jumped on the dip early and sold on the way up. So what happened with this beautiful HA trade?
So to tell you the truth, yesterday I made 16 Rs, 16 times my risk, on 3 plays only, which were the BHC, which was actually my best play, the BHC, this one right here. Why does the chart look like that? So I think because I'm including the pre and post market. How do I get rid of it? I don't use TC2000 for intraday trading. I only use it.
Sami, that actually looks like, was it?
Was halted.
Yeah, it looks halted.
You're right. So I just want to show you what this looks like. Okay, let me open up the chart a little bit, and you see this. I'm not advocating catching a falling knife, but I am, if you know how to do it. So when it becomes a waterfall like this, that's when you do it. So forward scalping on level 2. So okay, so the BHC played it long from here to there, reloaded, and then got out a little early at 560, and it's kept going all the way to 625. That's one of them. BLCO, I think, was the other one. BLCO. Boom. Look at that. Okay, hold on for just a second. HA, same exact thing. That's not sustainable. Figure out a way to get in it at the bottom. Okay, now today I just want to show you NVIDIA. Look at this. The NVIDIA is down a lot already, and the market is accelerated. And in the pre-market, I had already told the team that if we accelerate, okay, sorry about that. I just exited Ford. If we accelerate today, it could be the bottom for a long time, like for the next several days. Look at NVIDIA, how it dropped. As the stock is dropping, you don't want to jump in it. But when it accelerates, when it becomes like vertical, that's when you look to get in it, to get into the stock. Meta, I also did. I'm still in Meta and NVIDIA and SOXL. So the idea is learn how to play these reversal plays. And then, if you can play with the trend and you can also play the reversal plays, there's nothing that can stop you. You're a versatile trader. You can make money in any market, pretty much, if you can play with the trend and against the trend. Now, I only play against the trend when the stock, again, accelerates, becomes parabolic to the point of exhaustion. Exhaustion of what? The sellers. They get exhausted because there's this limited amount of sellers at any given point in time. So that's what I did yesterday with the HA, and it was just a marvelous play. But it wasn't even my best play. My best play was the BHC, and then my second best was the BLCO. But notice again, look how many. This is what made the money today. I'm a gap trader through and through, but the last couple of days, what made the money were the reversal plays, the climactics. Take a picture of these charts. BLCO from yesterday. Look at that on the 5-minute chart. Look at that bar. That's the battle bar. Just look at this. Look at the volume spiking. Look how far down it was. It was totally vertical. This one, the BHC, the HA. The HA is off the 2-minute or the 1-minute time frame. Today, again, NVIDIA, take a picture. Look at that climactic. Okay. Meta, also gorgeous. Again, while it's grinding lower, don't touch it. If it starts to cascade, that's when you look to play it. And then the SOXL. And obviously, you don't just do it on that time frame alone. You look at the larger time frames. Look at the daily, down from 70 to 38 into the 200 with the market. I did the TQQ, but the TQQ I messed up because I got too aggressive. I got 2,500 shares, and I realized that was too much volume, too much size. So I started to sell on the way up, and once I start to mess with the play, like I exited too soon, I ended up exiting the whole thing. But look at that. After being down a lot into the weekly rising 20, which was my target, into the 10 o'clock reversal time. Perfect, right here, long. But again, this one I messed up a little bit. I got out a little too soon. So I don't have it anymore. I wish I did. But so that was the HA, and that's what I do. I play with the trend most of the time until the stock accelerates and becomes like a waterfall. And I've done, there's some videos on YouTube explaining this strategy in detail if you're interested. There's one video in particular where I went over like every criteria, and it's called How the Professional Catches a Falling Knife. I think it was my girlfriend that came up with the title for that webinar one time, and I said, what do I say here? What title do you think and she said, How the Professional Catches a Falling Knife. And it stuck, so I used it.
Okay, all right. So, Sami, with this market environment, so we're getting into earnings season. At the same time, small caps are picking up. It seems like we're definitely getting more intraday movement overall. Do you think there's going to be sort of more of these waterfall type trades?
Absolutely. That's what you get when you have volatility, and that's what you also get when you have a multi-day drop in the market or a multi-day rally. So just before I came on the mic, I said to the room, now would be a good time to look for a climactic rally to play short. As the market is up a lot, I haven't actually looked at so I said, do you guys have anything? So I haven't even looked to see if they've posted anything, but now would be a good time to look for something that's a possible short, not a long, because the market is up all day, up a lot. So yeah, absolutely. And that's what earnings season is about. It always shocks me when people that are, hardcore traders, or they call themselves hardcore traders, take vacation during earnings season. Vacation during earnings season? What are you thinking? I mean, this is the time to actually enjoy trading and make a lot of money. So to me, this is the best time of the year, and it happens 4 times a year. In January through February, April through May, July through August, which is right now, and then October through November. November. Those are the 4 6-week windows where you should make most of your money if you're a day trader.
Okay, guys. All right. That is going to wrap us up. We got through all our topics very quickly, as always. Sami, so we are going to be off for the next 2 weeks. I have some business to take care of in DC. There's a lot of trouble down there, and I have to go and straighten things out. So I will be off for the next 2 weeks. So you will not benefit from Sami's wisdom, but you can go to YouTube, and there's hundreds of videos from Sami where you can learn from him. And again, we encourage you, visit t3live.com/SA. The link is also in the video description. It's in the tweet if you're watching on Twitter, and you could start learning from Sami for absolutely free. So, Sami, thank you very much as always. It was wonderful speaking to you and everybody out there in the universe. Have a wonderful trading day.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, everybody.